Okay, so recently I've done a video where I unlocked the perks of the job Feeling Rusty MP5 SMG on Modern Warfare. That video is up on my channel if you want to check that one out if you need any tips, and I'll try and unlock that weapon yourself. But today in this video I thought I'd go ahead and try and unlock one of the other missions on this game, and this one's going to be the infiltrator for the Union Black assault rifle. Now I didn't actually realise that looking at that picture I thought this was going to be a M13 variant, but it's actually for the Kilo, and the Kilo is probably my favourite and most used gun in this game at the moment, so I'm glad I actually realised that and went ahead and unlocked this weapon. So as you can see here, I've gone through and completed all of the different objectives for this weapon, and I do actually have the gun now unlocked. So like I did for the perks of the job SMG, I'm just going to go through all of these objectives here and actually help you out to actually unlock them, and some tips and stuff just to make it easier for you, because I know a lot of people do have some questions, and there's especially one in here that people seem to find quite difficult. So like I said, I'm going to explain all of them now. So then, going through all of the different objectives on this weapon, starting off with the first one, and this is obviously the easiest one out of all of them, and it says infill and complete 3 public matches. I don't know why it says infill, I don't know what that's there for, but all you got to do is complete 3 public matches and the first objective will be complete. And then moving on to the second one, again a quite easy self-explanatory one. All you gotta do is capture 30 flags in domination. It's quite easy to do, just takes a little bit of time. A lot of these ones are like time consuming ones, but you can get them done after a while. But yeah, the second one is capture those 30 flags in domination. And now we move to the third one, which is probably the most difficult, and I see a lot of people struggling with this. I did do a video on my channel before where I show you how to actually do finishing moves on the game, but if you don't know, I'll just show a quick example here. So all you gotta do is get behind someone. I say all you gotta do, is quite difficult sometimes, but if you get behind someone, all you gotta do is hold down your melee button, and then your character will perform the animation to do a finishing move, and then that will count as one of your finishers. And I've also seen a few people talk about this, and I know it's happened to me as well, where it's actually given me some of the finishing moves on different objectives when I actually haven't done them myself. Now I believe people have been talking about knifing actually counts, just a regular knife kill, and also kill cams. I've seen people talk about kill cams counting as finishing and executions as well, but for me, all I've done is just, like I said, showed there, when you get behind someone, just hold down the melee button and the animation will happen, and then your character will perform a finishing move. And like I said, this can be quite difficult to do, so I'm going to give you a little tip here on how you can actually do this. So here's some of my examples of me doing it for this specific challenge to get the 10 finishing moves here. And what I recommend is you put dead silence on as your like perk there, as your like field order. And then all you got to do is really go on ground war, that's what I was doing, and just try and sneak behind people on ground war with your dead silence. So just call it in, and then try and get behind, like people sometimes like sit at the back with snipers, or they sit in windows and they won't hear you coming with the dead silence. And all you gotta do is like get behind, like I said, and that's what I did. Just went onto ground war and got behind people and just done the finishing moves, and that's how I completed that objective. And just quickly, as you can see here, I went through the animation and my teammate actually got in the way and screwed me over a bit and shot the guy, and that actually doesn't count. So you have to actually complete fully the animation for the finishing move to actually count. And then sticking with ground war on objective 5, this one is to capture 15 flags in ground war. So again, quite a simple one. It's quite easy to do in ground war because there's a lot of flags. You can get that one done quite quickly for that objective. And then again, moving on to objective 6, a quite easy one. Get 60 kills while using suppressed weapons. But there actually is a little bit of a catch here. So when doing this challenge, you actually need to make sure you put on the tactical suppressor instead of the lightweight one. For some reason, when I put the lightweight suppressor, it wasn't tracking my kills and it wasn't counting. But then when I did put the tactical suppressor on there, it actually was counting towards my 60 kills. So just make sure you put the tactical suppressor on your weapon. And then finally moving on to the last objective, objective 7 for this mission. And this one says capture 20 headquarters in the headquarters mode. But I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's meant to be like this. It's actually to disable, not capture them. So I don't know if they've got their wording wrong, or I'm not sure. But for me, when I was trying to capture headquarters, it just wasn't counting. But then when I started to disable enemy headquarters, it then started to give me the points for it. So I guess the challenge is to actually disable the headquarters, not capture them, which is really weird, because I ended up just trying to let the enemy team capture the headquarters and like losing the game instead of trying to win. So it's a very strange one, but that is what you got to do. If that's not working for you, just try and disable them instead of capturing them, and then it should work, and you should be able to unlock all of the objectives then to unlock the Union Black assault rifle. And yeah, now you should have the Union Black Kilo assault rifle unlocked. Hopefully that did help you. They're just the tips that I found when I went through and done this myself. But if you do have any further questions, let me know in the comment section below and I'll try and help you out. But do make sure you drop a like and subscribe, notifications on. If this did help you, I'll be doing a lot more content on probably some of these weapons as well. So let me know if there's any other ones you want me to unlock and help people out with. Having said all that though, now I'm going to actually show off what the weapon looks like. I haven't really looked at it myself at all yet at this point. And I'm not going to lie, the last one I did for the SMG, it really just didn't look any good at all. And it's quite difficult and a lot of effort to go through these challenges just to get a weapon that doesn't really look that good and doesn't change so much. So I'm going to quickly hop into a game now and do a comparison and see what this one looks like in comparison to the other Kilo. Okay then, so just a quick comparison between the two guns. On the left hand side we have the normal Kilo, and on the right hand side we have the Union Black. And again, with the weapon there's not really too much change at all, which is quite annoying. But you can see the only real change there is the sight is a lot bigger for some reason. That circle sight there on the right hand side is way bigger than the regular one. And obviously we have the Union Jack on the side of the gun. Obviously it's called Black Union, so Union Jack on there. And yeah, that's really the only change. There's a couple of like marks on there and the stock looks a bit different, but overall the gun's just quite similar. I put the same attachments on both of these weapons, by the way, and the ones on the Union Black are just the regular ones that it comes with, because obviously these weapons, the only benefit to them is they actually come with attachments on them, but the Kilo's like level 1 unlocked, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, there's not really too much change. So again, do I actually think it's worth going for this and actually completing these challenges? Probably not, just like the last one. I feel like the challenges are too difficult and pretty annoying to do for what you actually get out of the weapon. Like I said, the change is only really the sight, and to be honest I probably like the regular version better because I don't like how big that circle is now on the sight. So, and obviously we have the Union Jack on the side and a couple of marks, but that's really it. For all of that effort to go through to try and unlock these, I just really don't think it's worth it at the moment. So hopefully with the new updates and stuff they add in more missions where you actually get better weapons which actually have different changes on them, because I know Black Ops 4 had some of the best like camos and different weapon variants. Obviously we don't have supply drops in this game, so hopefully they do add in some missions that are actually better. But see in the background just a little bit of gameplay. This is the Union Black version of the gun. I've got the 2 barrels on there because I use the attachment with the 100 rounds of ammo and stuff. But yeah, like I said, this video is just to like help you out if you had any problems trying to do those challenges and show you how you can do them, and then to show you what the gun looks like if you do want to actually go for it yourself. Like I said, for me, again, just like the SMG, it's not really worth it that much, so maybe some in the future will be worth it. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video, so make sure you do drop a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe, notifications on so don't miss any future videos. And let me know, like I said, if you have any questions or any guns you want me to unlock next, and make sure you check out my SMG one if you're trying to unlock that one. And yeah, follow me on Twitter and Instagram in the description below, and I'll see you next time.